are we going? Let's see. Are we live right now? I think. There we go. Okay. Let's get this going. Okay. Let's fix this a little bit. There. Cinema. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at work, right? We are getting paid right now, actually. But here's the thing. I don't got much to do right now. So I figured, we just learn ourselves a little bit of Python, a little bit of Python. So what I'm thinking is obviously if you're clicking on a video like this, you already know Python. But here's the problem. I need to learn Python. Okay. But I've been procrastinating learning Python. So what are we going to do? You're going to live stream the Python creation. So let's get straight into it. We're going to learn some fucking good Python here. Let's make sure all this is good. Just doing some audio checks. Check, 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 check. It might be a little aggressive, but that's okay. That is totally okay. Okay. I hope it doesn't spontaneous. Oh, no, just like that. Yeah. Are we still going? Are we still good or no? Let's see. Are we still good? Are we still streaming? Stop streaming. I think we're still going. Uh, Hold up. Okay. 1 second. Oh shoot. Father, is that you? Roof raiser. I think it is. Father, hello. Just give me a give me a moment. I'm trying to fix this camera. My thing just died, my laptop. All right, let's do like this. Display. Let's see. We'll just a moment, ladies and gentlemen, just a moment. Remove. Oh, that's display. No, we want video capture. No. Just a moment. Technical difficulties. Remove. Yes. Then we're going to go right here. Do the treasures of using a shitty laptop. No, I don't want that. Okay. Come on. Let's see. Audio, video. Here we go. Almost there. Video capture. There we go. Okay. There we go. That is a lot more like it. Okay. Note to self, do not touch laptop screen or it will freak the hell out. So here we are. Father, I can see that you are in chat. Um, how has it been going? By the way, my phone is totally broken, so I cannot call you. Email me and we can definitely do an email, like voice chat. Okay. So there we go. A lot better. Well, hold up. I need to fix this. Just give me a moment. The wonderful treats of using OBS. Okay, we're back. We are back. That took a minute. I hope It's good. We're good. Okay. Here we are. We're at work. Um, but I'm a little bored. So, you know what we're gonna do? We are gonna learn some Python. What is Python? It's a programming language, and use it to program stuff like robots. And that is what we plan on doing. But we don't know Python, so we are going to learn Python right freaking now. All right. I can't see chat either. There's no way. Is there a way of doing that? Like, could I open up OBS chat? Just give me a second. YouTube live control panel. But I have to sign in. Phone's broken. I can't do that. That's just not gonna. Yeah, okay. I just don't get a. I just don't get a read chat. um. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, I think we can do that, right? I could just look at it from here. No, because I need this for that. Oh, what I could do? I could go like this, maybe. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna screw that. Love it, Dad. Thank you. Oh, we're good. We should be good at least. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So what do we got up or set up? Can you see my cursor? You can. Okay. So what are we looking at right now? What is this? Or it's over here. What is all this? Okay. So right here, we got a YouTube video. This is a very popular tutorial that was released 7 years ago. Um, it's basically we're going to follow this step by step, and we're going to learn everything that's within this 4 hour, 26 minute, and 51 second video. I've watched it numerous times, but I've kind of forgotten it because it was years ago. So this is, yeah, okay. I was describing. All right, so this it's a YouTube video, and we're going to be following along in this right here. Right over here, you can type stuff. Um, print, bam, bam. You can print stuff, right? And then run. Let's run this. Uh, wow, what's happening? Um, is it? Yeah, so we should be able to run stuff over here. Run? What's happening? Why can't I see it? Well, let's go like this. What's happening? And then this is over here is like our text editor. So the place that we're actually going to be programming this thing that you're looking at here. But there's a problem. We can't see what this is outputting right here. And I don't know why. Console. There here. Here we are. Console. User. Let's do run. Run. Look at that. Hello. See? Print. Hello. Hello is right there. This is so right here is where we are going to edit the text. And then down here is where it's going to actually display. So let's get at this. We're just going to literally play this video and follow it along. So it might be grueling. It's going to be boring. But that is the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing about learning how to program is it's boring and it takes forever. uh, God, I wish I could read chat. I really do. But that's fine. All right. Wait, can this capture the desktop?
Fully follow along with what we're doing in this
There
video.
we
So
go.
now I'm just going to come down here and click create, and this is going to go ahead and create our project for us. All right, so now we have our Python project up and running, and I want to show you guys how we can create our first Python.
Okay. Okay. We're getting this. We're getting it going. There we go. Okay, we can work with that. Okay. Bam. We're gonna like bam. We don't need to be that big. Dude, this is gangster. Okay. That took a little long to set up, but we are chilling. All right. Bam. 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 All right.
Python project and create our project for
All right.
us. All right, so now we have our Python project up and running, and I want to show you guys how we can create our first Python program. So over here in this draft folder, and this is just that project that we created, I'm just going to right click and I'm going to say new, and I'm going to come down and click Python file. So we want to create a new Python file. This will be our first Python program. And I can just give this a name. So why don't we just call this
You've already gotten all that stuff good, so we're
app.
chilling.
And I'm just going to click OK. All right, so now we have our first Python file open. And we can just start typing in some Python. So I want to show you guys just a very basic Python program. And this is just going to be a hello world program. So we're just going to print something out onto the screen. So what I want to do is I want to type out print, and I want to type in open and close parentheses. Now inside of this parentheses we can make some quotation marks, and inside of the quotation marks I'm just going to type out hello world. So this is like a very basic Python program, and what this is going to do is it's just going to
Oh
print
shoot.
out hello.
Oh shoot. Wait, can you? Yeah, y'all can hear me, right? Yeah. What about now? Yeah, y'all can hear this. Yeah. Okay.
World
At
onto
least I
the
hope we're
screen.
chilling. Yeah.
So now what I can do is I can actually run this file, and we're actually getting a little error here. It wants us to create a new line at the end of the file. And so now in order to run our Python program, I'm just going to come up here to the top, and I'm just going to click run, and we'll click this run button right here.
For us, that is going to be oh, I guess it is still up there. Can you do that right there? Oh no, this is the check. Oh, so this little marker here, that just checks it out. That just makes sure it's chilling. And then, okay, that's wrong. Sure.
And now we'll see what happens. So it's asking me what I want to run. I can just click app. And down here at the bottom, you'll notice that we have this text that just got printed.
Let's try it out. All right. So print open. We're gonna go world. Bam. Look at that. We should be able to run this. Actually, we might need to expand the window a little bit. Let's run this. Look at that. Hello world. See, it's funny because we're just dealing with strings right now. Dude, it's gonna get so fun, so complicated so soon. All right, let's see. What do we? Okay.
Printed out hello world. And so whatever I print or whatever I
All
put
right.
inside of this print statement is going to get printed out down below in the console.
Yeah.
So as long as you're getting that print statement to work, then you've actually written your first Python program. And as we go forward in the course, we're going to
Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. We have written our first Python program in this text editor right here. It is called PyCharm. This environment that you're looking at. I need to make sure you guys can actually see that when I full screen it. Let's see. If I go like this. Sorry, I just need to check for. Yeah, no, you guys should be able to see all of that. Okay. Yeah, we're so chilling. All right, let's undo that. Whatever we just did. We're like this. Sorry, this is so slow, guys. My bad. Yeah, okay. So right here, this is a text editor, right? It edits, it's a place in which you can program. Kind of like whenever you need to text somebody, you need to go to an app to text somebody, like WhatsApp or Instagram, whatever the hell. And this is like Instagram, but for Python, we can just run programs within it, and stuff like that. So this right here, this text, it is a full program. That is a whole ass program right there. And what did this do when we pressed the run button? Printed, and in these things, we printed this string of these letters or letters. And down here is the console, or this whole area down here. What it's called is it called the console. What it does is it displays what is happening within your code. Displays your shit, your program. Yeah, that's about all I know. That's about the extent of my knowledge whenever it comes to Python.
We're gonna be writing all sorts of awesome
Uh,
Python programs, and we're gonna be doing all
yeah,
sorts of cool stuff.
we're gonna draw a shape.
In this tutorial, I want to talk to you about writing a basic Python program. So we're going to write just a very simple Python program. We're going to look at how we can go ahead and write our programs. We're going to talk about how our programs are getting executed by Python. And we're also going to draw out a little shape onto the screen. So this is going to be pretty cool. I'm excited to talk to you guys about just the bare basics of Python and really just sort of give you an introduction. So over here, we have our basic text editor. And so any of the Python code that I write inside of this file is actually going to get executed by Python. So this Python file has a bunch of Python code inside of it. And basically what we're doing when we're programming in Python is we're just giving the computer a set of instructions, right? That's really what programming is. It's just like we're specifying a set of instructions and the computer is going to go off and execute those instructions that we give it. And so the more complex the instructions we give to the computer, the more complex the tasks the computer can carry out. So I want to
Yeah, I don't need to comment on that. That was very self-explanatory. This guy's
show you guys
good.
how we can use some Python in
Hold up. I really wish I could get chat to be like a lot more like right now I got chat right here, right? I would love it if I could like display this on my screen so I can see it because right now I can't. Wait, let's see. Pop out chat. Would you look at that? Would you look at that, bro? That was easy. Nice. There you go. Okay, and now how do I get it to where, how can I fit this in between everything? Um, how can I do this? We could shrink it as much as it can. No, then it cuts into the words. Go like that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go like this. Well, that's maybe no, because I'm gonna click on the video to pause it and stuff. So God, this is such a strung together freaking thing. Whatever. That, you're like this. You're gonna go like, okay, we're gonna have to just sacrifice this guy's size. That. Oh, maybe we can go like this. Just maybe. Dude, it's gonna be janky as all hell, but it's gonna work. Dude, it is gonna work. All right. Oh my God. Oh, it's so janky, but it works. Oh my gosh. Dude, this is why I like having 5 monitors because I don't have to deal with whatever the hell this is. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. That's so crazy. Okay. Okay. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Yeah. All right.
the computer.
I kind of like the setup. It kind of works.
The more
All
complex
right.
the instructions we give to the computer, the
Yeah.
more complex the tasks the computer can carry out. So I want to show you guys how we can use some Python instructions or some Python code in order to draw out a shape onto the screen. So I'm actually going to draw out a little triangle. So over here, we can actually print something out onto the screen in Python using something called a print statement. So I can just type out print, and inside of these parentheses, I can just type some quotation marks, and inside the quotation marks, we can put whatever we want to print out onto the screen. So I'm gonna copy this, and I'm actually gonna make a few of these little print statements, and we're gonna actually draw a shape. So we're gonna draw like a triangle type shape. So down here I'm just gonna draw a forward slash, and then up here I'll make a space, and we'll do another forward slash. Here we'll make 2 spaces, we'll do another forward slash, and over here we're gonna make 3 spaces and a forward slash. And now I'm gonna draw like vertical bars going all the way down. And actually we can do some underscores here as well. That'd be kind of cool. All right, so now we have our triangle looking shape, and you can see it looks kind of like a right triangle. So I can save my file, and I can either come up here to run and click run app, or
I'm gonna edit this. All right, and then we're gonna do like this, delete that. All right, like this, Control C. Bam. Oh, nope. And then we're gonna copy this, right? Because this executes in order, as he says, right? Python executes from top to bottom. So if I put this in this order, this is going to get executed first, and then this, and then this, and then this. So in theory, what this should do right here is it should make a box, theoretically speaking. Let's go like, actually, let's go like this. And then let's go, wait, no, and then, bam, and then bam, right? So this is a little shape. It looks really like there's so much like stuff, all this, print statements, but like think all of these print statements, they're just going to be dumping whatever is in these brackets out into the console right here. So if we run this guy, oh, the little run button is there. That's so nice. Okay, if we run this guy, what should happen? We can actually full screen this probably. Oh, that syntax is so small. I wish I could make it larger. Um, oh, it's so small, but you should be able to see. If we run it, would you look at that? We got a box. We have got a freaking box right here, right? All right. Bam. That's what I'm talking about. So to learn from this, what do we learn from this? Python executes from top to bottom.
or if you're using PyCharm, you can also just come over here and click this play button. And when I click the play button, I want you to notice what happens down here. So down here we have this little window, and this is called the console. And basically the console is just a place where Python is going to output some information. So when we use this print statement, we're basically telling Python like, hey, can you print something out onto the console? So there's a lot of situations where we're going to want to see what's going on in our code. And we can use that print statement and print things out to the console, and we can basically like have a little window into what our program's doing. In our case, we're just going to be printing out this triangle onto the console. So I'm going to come over here and click this play button, and you'll see down here we're actually printing out that triangle. So mission accomplished, we were able to print out our shape. So I could really draw any shape I wanted as long as I was able to specify it inside of these print statements. And so essentially what Python's doing when I click that play button is it's going into this file and it's looking at all of these instructions in order. So the first thing it does is it goes to this instruction and it says, okay, they want me to draw out these like little forward slash and this vertical bar onto the screen.
I really like how that guy look. Sorry, one sec. I need to figure out how this guy has edited the text so that theme view mode probably full screen. No, not that. Run anything settings. Theme dark. Okay, here we go. Zoom right here. That's what I'm talking about. 150. Apply. Oh, dude, that just looks amazing. It's a little big now, but it's kind of what I wanted, right? God. We're gonna bring you all the way down to right there. Okay, it's a little, that's a little confusing. I need to change that back just a little bit. Change settings, zoom. Let's do like 120. That seems a little better. Like it just needed to be marginally bigger. Yeah, infinitely better. Infinitesimally better. I'm not even gonna try to say a big word. That's not. Okay. I actually might be able to like him even bigger. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Chilling.
Once it instructions in
Oh, we're
order.
gonna go back a
So
little
the
bit.
first thing it does is it goes to this instruction and it says, okay, they want me to draw out these like little forward slash and this vertical bar onto the screen. Once it does that, it goes down to this instruction. It says, okay, they want me to print something out again. When it prints that out, it goes down to this instruction.
I need to make sure I'm still going live. Okay, I think we are. Yeah. Yeah, we're chill. Okay. 26 minutes, dude? That's crazy. Damn. All right.
Etc. Okay, they want me to print something out again. When it prints that out, it goes down to this instruction, etc. So Python is actually going to execute the lines of code that we write in order. So the order in which I write the instructions matters a lot. So for example, if I was to take this last line here and put it up here at the top, now when I save the file, instead of just drawing out that triangle, it's going to draw out this little upside down bottom thing at the top and then the rest of the triangle down here. So the order of the instructions actually matters a lot. And so this is basically how your Python programs are going to go. As we go through this course, we're going to learn more and more of these little lines. So here we're just using this little print function. Basically, it just prints something out onto the screen. There's a bunch of little things like this that we can learn, and as we go through, we'll learn more and more instructions that we can give to the computer. But in this lesson, I just want to kind of show you guys the basics, right? We can essentially just define these little instructions for the computer, and the computer will execute them in order.
That's what I'm talking about. Pretty simple. Um, I need to, how do I do this? Can we go here? I need to like watch the stream real quick from an external source because um how do I do this? How do you watch a stream from an external source? One sec. We're gonna go like this. I just need to check something. I need to make sure that the audio, because one of my first streams I did was plagued with so many issues. It wasn't even funny whenever it comes to the audio. It was so difficult to watch. Yeah, I can probably just go on this other account. Yeah. Okay. Just give me a second. Sorry. Oh, well, that would explain that. Aggressive, dude. My video says aggressively assembling a 3D printer. That is not what we're doing at all. That's not what we're doing at all. We're not. Oh, dude, come on. Hold up. Okay, let me check and make sure the audio is absolutely. That's not what we're doing at all. We're not. Oh, dude, come on. Hold up. Okay, let me check and make sure the audio is. Yeah, the audio's good. That's not what. That sounds so strange. It was like repeating. Okay, fuck. Give me a moment, guys. I need to. We're gonna change this real quick. This stream cannot be accessed again from the main list. Exiting this will end live stream. Cancel. No. I just want to settings. Set up overlay. No. Dude, that's so annoying. Give me a moment, guys. Sorry. How do I edit this? Create highlight video. Dude, YouTube updated their thing. Webcam. No, that looks. Oh, dude, that's so annoying. Come on. Just give me a moment. Cam. Pop out dashboard. No. I just want to edit the fucking thing, brother. Why? Okay, maybe if we go to OBS, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go to OBS, right? And we're gonna pop it out. We're gonna go to maybe settings. Okay. Appearance, stream, output, video hockey. Dude, come on, man. Because we are not assembling 3D printers at all right now. That is not what we're doing. we're we're programming. God damn, brother. Oh, dude, why has YouTube done this? I can't edit this now. Okay, you know what? Why not? I'm just gonna show you guys the lunacy I'm dealing with inside of, right here we are, inside of the thing, yeah? Inside of YouTube's whatever the hell. But the problem is I can't change the thumbnail of the stream and the title because it's god damn, dude, YouTube is so. Why does everything want to end the stream, dude? You know what? Okay. Fuck it. We're gonna end the stream. We're gonna be back on in 3 seconds. This is stupid. Okay. If you can see me, I pray you can. What we're gonna do, we're gonna end the stream. We'll be back in literally like 3 seconds. So just bear with this autism. Just YouTube trying to make their shit look new again, and it's fucking with everything. So yeah. All right. God damn, brother. Whoever the hell. God damn. That's so fucking annoying. I'm gonna bam my videos. That's so aggravating. Whoever the hell's programming. Oh, I created a upcoming, really? Are we still live? Stop streaming. Are we still live? I think it says we're still going. Are we still live? Hey, if anyone's currently here, uh, let me know. I'm so utterly confuzzled right now. Live. It says this is live. Live, yeah. Live now. Yeah, I clearly ended the stream. Dude, whoever is programming this website, we're live. Oh, dude. I c- let's see. Yeah, dude. So we ended it. God damn. Never mind. We're still, dude. I think these people need to learn how to program Python. That's what I'm thinking. These people need to learn how to program Python because they clearly do not. What the dude? We're still going. Yeah, so stop recording. So we're clearly still live. Okay. Welcome back, dude. Jesus Christ. Is it fixed now? God, okay, sorry. One more moment. I need to see now if it is fixed. I probably should have done that earlier. Give me a moment. Sorry. Okay, we're just gonna go like that. Oh, that doesn't work actually. This. Oh, so fun. So fun. I do you still have audio and stuff? Notify me. What do you mean? Okay, so we are still good. Or is it not? Love of God. Okay, dude, I'm so sorry. One more. Give me a moment, guys. I'm sorry. We're dealing with technical difficulties. Maybe I'm just retarded. We can pray and hope that I'm just retarded. Okay, that's what we're gonna do. How did I do that before? Um, Channel right here. Edit. Here. Change. We're gonna go right there. There. That should work. Save. It should be updated now, right? Yeah. Okay. Dude, last time we had to deal with the audio, it took it took an hour to figure it out. We're gonna go to here, go here. 5. Let's see how it looks. Learning Python live. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry, I had to fix that up. We're chilling now. We can get back to programming live. Christ. Okay, here we go. Oh yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are so back. That took a small miracle, but we're back. So, for those of you that are just joining us, um, right above me, we got our Python IDE. I don't know what it stands for, but it's where we program. It's where I program. Over here, that is a YouTube video. This right here is a YouTube video, and we're going to be following along with that, and we're going to be learning Python that way. If you've been here the whole time, I'm very sorry for that very annoying technical difficulty. Let's get on to variables and data types.
In this tutorial, I want to talk to you guys about using variables
Okay, can we? Yeah, you can
in
hear me whilst.
Python.
Okay,
Now, in Python, you're going to be dealing with a lot of data. And so, a lot of times in
okay,
our
yeah.
program, we're going to be working with all types of information and data and values. And sometimes that data can be difficult to manage. So in Python, we have this thing called a variable, and it's basically just a container where we can store certain data values. And when we use
1 sec. How do I do this? Give me no. Oh, can you hear me? Can you still hear me? Oh no. Can- Are we still good? I just that must have ended the stream. Stop streaming. That definitely ended the stream, right? We're still streaming somehow. What the hell? We are still streaming. I pressed the exit, but okay, now it's just okay. Wonderful. Jesus Christ, dude. I think, yeah, I think we're good.
Python version
Holy shit. Dude, filming on a laptop, don't do it. Just don't do it, whatever you do. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. We are back. Okay. I'm just noticing we have an OG in chat, Mr. Fracture Zero. We're not late at all. We are just got done dealing with another technical difficulty. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are learning Python. We tried doing this tutorial, this live stream a little while ago. It didn't work for shit because I was retarded and it was like 9 in the morning, if that is a thing. So let's get to programming. I've been procrastinating so damn hard. Nah.
interpreter. Now, what we want to select is Python version 3. This draft little window right down here. I'm just going to click
Oh,
create.
wait, hold up. We are at, we got past drawing of shapes. We're going to go to data and something else.
We're going to be working with data cable. If a link
Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Damn, this took so long to set up.
In this tutorial, I want to talk to you guys
Jesus.
about using variables in Python. Now, in Python, you're going to be dealing with a lot of data. And so, a lot of times in our program, we're going to be working with all types of information and data and values. And sometimes that data can be difficult to manage. So, in Python, we have this thing called a variable. And it's basically just a container where we can store certain data values. And when we use a variable, when we put those data values inside containers, it makes it a lot easier for us to work with and manage all of the different data inside of our programs. So variables are extremely helpful, and it's sort of like a core topic in Python that you're really going to want to know and master. So in this tutorial, I'm going to teach you guys everything you need to know to get started with variables. We're going to look at what they are, why they're useful, and we'll look at the different types of variables and the different types of data that we can store inside of variables. So over here in my Python file, I just have a very simple program, and it's basically just printing some text out onto the screen. And so this is actually a little story that I wrote. It says, there once was a man named George. He was 70 years old. He really liked the name George, but didn't like being 70. So this is a valid Python program. I could go ahead and run this program, and you'll see down here in the console, everything prints out and it looks great. So we have an awesome little Python program here. But let's say that inside of our story, I wanted to change the character's name. So instead of naming the character George, let's say I wanted to name the character John. Well, I'm going to have to go through and I'm going to have to manually change the name George to the name John at every place inside of this story where it's mentioned. So I'm going to have to go over here and I'll say, okay, John, I'm going to have to manually change that. And then, okay, down here.
I am not sitting in an office, but I am currently at my job. I'm actually in a laundry room because it's the only place I can find solitude. And yes, I am indeed learning Python. We are learning Python. Yeah. No, I am not. I'm not an intern.
We're gonna have to again manually type in John, change the name George to the name John at every place inside of this story where it's mentioned. So I'm gonna have to go over here and I'll say, okay, John, I'm gonna have to manually change that. And then, okay, down here, we're gonna have to again manually type in John and change it to John. So in order to change the character's name, I had to manually go in and change it in both places. And now let's say, okay, maybe we want to change the character's name, age also. So in addition to changing the name, we also want to change the age. Let's make him a little bit younger. So why don't we say John is going to be 35. And so you'll see here I had to come here and manually change the age and then come down here and manually change it again, right? And now that we changed it, like it's going to work, it's going to be updated in our program, but you'll notice that in order to make that change, like I had to look through the entire program, find where that value was and change it. And this was only with 4 lines of the story. Imagine if I had a story that was like thousands of lines long and we
Mm,
mentioned the character.
mm, hmm. So I was thinking about the thing. What company is it? This is actually a hospital. I am actually currently in a hospital. It is. I do look cool. Yeah, I actually work at a hospital. I'm very, very grateful because it is the only industry in which I will actually keep my hospital or I'll keep my job no matter what happens. To the economy. So I'm pretty chilling. All right, let's try this out real quick. Where's that little run button? It does not want to exist. Okay, here we go. Yeah, yeah. We got a new sub. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. Oh wait, that's not how you spell that. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen. We have a new sub in chat, and we appreciate it greatly. So I might as well do a little. That's the wrong damn word. That took so long to type, but worth it, brother. Let's see it. Oh, you can't see it. Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. There we go. All right. You know, you're right. You're right. Let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. Okay. So what we're learning right now is data, blah blah blah, types like data, like storing variables. Like, can you imagine, real quick, you have 30,000 lines of a program. That'd be really annoying. So we're gonna learn about how to not, we're gonna learn how to make sure that's easy to manage. Just if you're joining us, I don't know how to program. Like I don't know how to program for jack squiddly biddly. Okay, I don't. Let's get this going.
Name and age like hundreds of times. I mean, 4 lines of the story. Imagine if I had a story that was like thousands of lines long and we mentioned the character's name and age like hundreds of times. I mean, I'd have to look through each one of those lines and manually change the character's name. And that is not a very good way for us to do this. And it's really not a good way for us to manage the data in our program, right? The character's name and the age. And so we can actually use a variable in order to store the character's name and the character's age. And when we use that variable, it'll make it a lot easier for us to put the character's name and age inside of our little program here. So I'm going to show you guys how we can create a variable for the character's name and age. And I'm just going to go up here above this print statement. And up here, I want to create a variable. So when we create a variable in Python, we actually need to give Python a couple pieces of information. The first piece of information we need to give Python is the name of the variable. So I need to actually assign a name to this container where we're going to be storing information. And so all I have to do is just type out the name of the variable that I want to create. So I'm going to create a variable called character name. So I'm just going to say character.
So I just read chat. What? What? I wish. I wish. That does not happen around here. We see if you're a programmer, you don't you know what I mean? It just doesn't happen, you know. But it's okay because I get to deal with variables. That's so fun.
And
Oh,
I'm
a
going to say
character? One sec.
character name. So I'm just going to say character, and I'm going to say underscore name. And so generally when you're creating a name for a variable in Python, you want to separate different words with an underscore. So I have two words here and I'm separating them with an underscore. And now what I need to do is I need to put a value inside of this variable. So basically what I can do is I can just say equals, and over here I can type a value. So I'm just going to type out the character's name inside of quotation marks. So we're just going to type out John. So now we have a variable for the character's name. And below this character name variable, I want to create another variable called character age. So I'm just going to type out character underscore age, and I'm going to set this equal to the character's age, which is 35.
Wait a second. He's doing, oh, it's a stream. But what if we want it to be like that? Does that work? It does work, but it's a different color. A Fracture, you have been a legend throughout the whole thing. I feel like Fracture always deserves a departure. Hey, Fracture, you have an amazing time. Okay. We appreciate your sacrifice to the streams, all of the amazing streams that we've had. Appreciate you, man. You have an amazing, amazing rest of your day. You always seem to get on uh right at the right as the clock strikes midnight. So I don't know if you're on the other side of the planet or not. So good day, good night, whatever it may be. You have a good one. All right. Appreciate you, Fracture. See you, man. By the way, Fracture helped make an entire computer. You can go through the live streams on this channel. He literally Fractured, the guy you're seeing in chat, literally made an entire ass computer. I didn't know what I was doing. He did, or she. We don't know. But Fracture is an OG around these parts. Uh, let's see. Let's do this. There we go. Let's see. We should be able to run this, right? Oh, this is checks. Let's see. There you go. Fracture is an OG, ladies and gentlemen. Print name. I'm really curious as to can I just copy this? Oh, I can. Look at that. Oh, wait, hold up. Like this. I can just straight up copy it, dude. So if you guys have some crazy freaking, I'm sure you guys can see this right now, right? Uh, if you can find some crazy freaking programs like little video games and whatnot that you can scour from the internet, if it's playable inside of the console, okay, you seem like you know what you're doing. If it's playable in the console, homie, like I can play it here, get it and paste it. I don't, oh, but there's only a certain limit to the amount of things you could do, huh? Like characters inside of a comment that you could do. Oof. What's up, homie? Wait, programming plugins. Programming plugins, I love it. Let's see. Oh, right. Maybe we have to, oh, let's go like this. This text. No, I might not be able to actually just, you know, what, I could just do this. Let's see. One sec, guys. Actually, we can full screen this. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Um, why is there a comma right there? Is that supposed to be there? Uh, bam. Bam. Okay. And then what was this? This looks so interesting. I've never seen anything like this. Print name, said F. I've never seen these brackets before in Python. Can you guys see this? You can't, you guys can. But one bot, wait, one bot. Oh, actually, I can just read this. Okay. I'm never gonna. All right, bam. Print. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Oof. I feel like I have to tab that. Let's see. Okay, no, he's got instruction. I put one bot, one line. Yeah, I'm assuming that. Referring to that, I'm assuming. The results found. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're having some fun with chat right now. I love it. Fuck, how do we do this? So name, that makes sense. No, it doesn't, because we don't have a variable. We don't have a print name. Maybe print person's name. Yeah, I would assume that's what this is referring to. Person name said print person name. Oh, we need a spacer here. Enter here, I think. Okay. I'm sorry if this is so difficult to look at. Please forgive. Okay. We're figuring it out one thing at a time. Okay. Uh I don't know what the fuck this is. Uh, oh, maybe see. We'll figure this out. V. Let's try this, guys. Let's try this. No. It did not like that at all. I think I gotta get rid of this. Nope, that was supposed to be there. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is not happening. Remove the symbol in line one. Oh, I see. I see. Let's try it again. No, it is still throwing some wonk ass cojones. Is there two spaces right here? No. Is there supposed to be a space right here? I don't know. Guys, what is wrong with this? What is wrong with that right there, bro? I don't know what the hell these things are. I don't even know what they do. It's whatever. Okay, I think we should wait. I think I think I need to get back to programming. I need to get back to it. Okay, print person's name. Okay, I think I know what you're talking about. Okay. Okay. Oh, so this is all enclosed in this. I didn't even see that. Okay. Person's name. Maybe we have to do this. No, not quite. Bam. Bam. And then let's see. Number. Is there supposed to be space? I doubt it. GF? Maybe. No. No. Yeah, dude, honest to God, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna have to wait, you got it, we got it. F variable. So remove this guy? I don't know if you can see that. You put no. Okay. You haven't, you should subscribe. If you know how to program and wanna you should consider subscribing if you know how to program. That'd be awesome. 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so that'd be awesome. I know one of you already has, so that's been amazing. Okay, let's try this real quick. I'm gonna like this, run. What's wrong with it? Line 4, obviously. I need to interpret chat. Okay. Bam. Print person. Um, okay, and then F variable. Oh, is it the variable? Oh, I think I know you're talking. You need to put. Maybe remove that. Oh, because we are actively learning from chat, ladies and gentlemen. Ah. Go here. Oh, you deleted it. Where'd it go? Was that not right? Number of girl. Okay. All right, like that. Does that look right? Does that look good? Let's check. Let's see. No problems. No problems. Let's runner. I don't know if you can see it, but let's see. Oh, actually, you probably can't see it. Let me move my bat face. Okay. Let's see. Jacob Jones said, number of girl. I don't know if it was that sophisticated of a thing, but it works. Okay. Jacob Jones said 0 number of girlfriends. Number of girlfriends. Uh, Jacob said, I can see how this works. I can see the logic behind this. I'm like learning as you guys are like saying it's like I can see the logic behind it. Like it looks really weird, don't get me wrong. Wait, what if we were to do this? Okay, so Jacob Jones has What if we were to do that? Does that work? Cinema. Cinema. Cinema, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, you guys can't see that. Just barely. Oh, no, you can. It's right there. Cinema. Hey, not dumb code guy, smart code guy, and programming plugins. I appreciate you both. Thank you. That was a good little side tangent. Okay, now we need to get back to the course material, ladies and gentlemen. We need to get back to the course material. Hey, you guys, I know you guys subscribe. I'm sure you guys did. I appreciate you teaching me. That was even better. Subscribe or not, you guys taught me some shit right there, and I appreciate that a lot. Oh, let's not do that. That's like this. Oh, I see why that's doing that. Okay, we're gonna like that. Nope, not that. Come on. There we go. Perfect. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are gonna get back to the course material. We're learning about variables. I mean, you guys just basically fucking taught me how to use a variable, but let's see what he wants to do, right? All right.
So we now have two variables,
You silly
one
people.
representing the character's name and one representing the character's age. So what I can do now is I can replace the character's name inside of the story with this variable. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So if we want to put a variable inside of this print statement, I'm actually going to have to do a couple things. The first thing I'm going to have to do is end off this text in here. So I'm going to have to put a quotation marks here at the end, and you can see I'm basically wrapping this whole thing
Oh, look, I can see what. Yeah, dude, what you guys were saying in chat totally makes sense now.
out of
Okay.
this print statement. I'm actually going to have to do a couple
Hold up. We need some random stuff. What is something that like we're gonna go here. We're gonna go AI mode. All right, watch this. I need you to give me a very small, about 5-line story that is really basic, child story. There we go. We're gonna go like this. Roll C. Roll V. Ooh, it might be a little big now. We're gonna like this. Settings. Settings. Zoom. 0. Okay. Okay. Bam. Okay. Bam. C. E. C. D. C. Okay. Dude, Control V. That's what people mean by there is gonna be like the only freaking thing, only buttons you need on your keyboard is Control V. Let's do print. Wrong one. Bam. Bam. C. V. What does this even say? Actually, let's run it. We are gonna run it. Okay. And we'll read it in the console because that will be officially a program that's ran. Okay. Once there was a little blue bird who wanted to fly high. He flapped his wings and soared into the blue sky. He flew over the tall green trees and a quiet pond. Okay. When he saw his mother, he chirped a happy song. The little bird landed in his nest and went to sleep. That is so stupid, but we're gonna go with it. It's so stupid. Yeah, it's AI. It was AI, okay? That's what it was. It was AI. Bad. How about this? I'm not gonna bother with that. It just seems like, um, and the bird's level intelligence was, there we go. So I don't want to type all that out. Like that. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna go over here. Sorry, just give me a moment. It looks like I'm jumping all over the place. Hello, bro. What's up? How have you been? Let's go like this. And the bird's level of intelligence was, and then we can go up here. We're gonna make a variable as this homie did down here.
Name inside of the story with this variable is one representing the is score character age. So I'm just going to type out character underscore age, and I'm going to set this equal to the character's age, which is 35. So we now have two variables, one representing the character's name and one representing the character's age. So what I can do now is I can replace the character's name inside of the story with this variable. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So if we want to put a variable inside of this print statement, I'm actually going to have to do a couple things. The first thing I'm going to have to do is end off this text in here. So I'm going to have to put a quotation marks here at the end, and you can see I'm basically wrapping this whole thing into a single like quoted line. And now I also have this
Sorry, I need to go back a little bit.
a quotation marks here at the end, and you can see I'm basically
Subscribe if you like. If you like programming, subscribe. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to do that. I just had to do that. We just had a few people in chat, so or a few people in the stream, so I had to do that. All right,
wrapping
get back
this
to it.
whole thing into a single like quoted line. And now I also have this text over here at the end, so I'm going to have to put a quotation mark here. So now I have a bunch of text here in quotation marks, and then I also have text over here in quotation marks. Now inside of here, instead of saying the character's name, I want to refer to that character name variable. So I'm just going to say plus character underscore name, and I want to say another plus sign. So I basically am saying I want to print out all of this text plus the value that's stored inside of character name plus all of this text. And what this will do is it'll actually print out the character's name when we print this. So I'm going to go ahead and run this program, and you'll see.
Hold up, we got bam. We have to do another plus. This seems gimmicky. Plus, um, wait, but this is gonna be a boolean or like a number. Will that work? I don't know. Whatever. That's okay. Dude, I wish that this thing could be a little bit. Yeah, like that. And then we're gonna go like this. Yeah, we can kind of get it all in there. Okay. And then, right? Oh, it's an int. Oh, like an integer. What if we did no. How do I make this a string without, wait, I could just do this, but then that just seems like it's cheating, right? Oh, that's capital P. Print. All right.
See down here, and actually let me put a space over here, and we'll run it again. So you can see down here, we
Okay.
still are printing out there once was a man.
Okay. So right now we're gonna run this hoe. All we are looking for is this bottom line is if this thing prints out and the bird's level of intelligence was 0, I'm a happy man. Oh wait, we need to do space. Ah, that's right. Look at that. Oh, look at that.
Man named John. And so what Python is doing is when it executes
Oh,
this line of code, it's coming over here and it's seeing, oh, okay, they want to print out the value inside of character name. So Python's going to go up here. It's going to get the value.
wait a second. Are we able to check this from right here? We can. Oh shit, look at that. We got 85 views at some fucking point. As of to when, I have no idea. Sick. Awesome sauce. Hi from India. Dude, what is up? That would make sense. From India? People are watching this from India? That would make a lot more sense. Because it is fucking late where I'm at. You could probably see a clock. You cannot see it because uh I can't adjust this camera, but um, well, hello from America, the land of the not so intelligent. uh, okay, that's crazy that someone from India is here, bro. It's 11. About 11:30. It's 11:35 for me, or no, it's 11:30 for me. But like that's midnight. I don't know what that is.
Value, and it's going to in over here and it's seeing, oh, okay, they want to print out the value inside of character name. So Python's going to go up here. It's going to get the value and it's going to insert it inside of there. So I can basically do this for every instance of the character name in my file.
Damn, so we're exactly 12 hours apart. So India's like literally the exact opposite side of the planet. That's crazy. Okay, sorry, guys. Side tangent time. Oh, nope. Don't do that. Nope, I need to be over here. Okay. I'm sorry guys. I need a side tangent hard because this homie is yapping
So
this
I can
about numbers. Who does numbers, right? Okay. Someone in chat just said he's from India and it's about noon for him. For me, it's about midnight. So we're gonna go to Google EA Earth predictions. India is the exact opposite side of the planet to America. They'd have to be because he's exactly 12 hours away from me, right? Or 12 hours difference. Dude, the side tangent's crazy, but dude, sometimes you just gotta do it, you know what I mean? Dude, this laptop is struggling so hard to to run this. I've never had Google Earth freaking stutter. Okay. Predictions. India is exactly the opposite side. Okay, so we need to go here. So this is the, oh wait, no, we need a, so the exact opposite side is Indian Ocean. Okay, but Indians are here. So no, that would make sense, like longitudinally, if that makes sense. Dude, why is this doing that? Okay. Dude, that's crazy. I'm on the other side. We're talking to each other from the exact opposite side of the planet right now. Isn't that wild? Technology is crazy. Technology is freaking crazy, dude. We are talking like it would before in a different time. It would take years, not years, but like months to be able to get a message that where the hell's America? Dear Lord, there's too much cloud. All right, here we go. Before it'd take years via mail, but like now let's just send it on over. You know what I mean? That's crazy. Okay, side tangent over. Might be. Sometimes you gotta tangent. You know what I mean? All right. Thank Thank you for the amazing side tangent, my friend. I don't think I need this anymore. Subscribe if you're just joining us because. Oh, no. Because you should. Okay, let's get back to this. Goddamn. Side tangent over. Our ADHD has been satisfied. Let's continue.
So I can basically do this for
Wait, let's see. He's like currently around the 18th and 19th. Uh, Dude, yeah, I'm exactly 12 hours away. So you're gonna have to tell me, right? You're 12 hours in the future. So you're gonna have to tell me, like, tell me the lottery ticket numbers and stuff. Tell me what the Powerball numbers are, you know what I mean? Is there Powerball in India? I feel like that's an American thing, you know, like we just like taking people's money here. I don't know. All right. Don't we love a good side tangent? Don't we love a good side tangent? All right. Side tangent over. India is on the opposite side of the planet.
every instance, and it's
Continue.
going to hit your name. So Python's going to go up here. It's going to get the
Guys, I'm going to adjust my laptop screen. If the stream ends, that's because my laptop is so very broken. We're good. Okay. We are so good. Oh, you got some tickets? Yo, hold up. I actually, if for those of you who are wondering, Roof Raiser is my father. I actually can't open my email. Father, I am going to email you or email me, and we can do a live call a little later tonight, or maybe even tomorrow. Um, yeah, tell me about it. It's so funny that we're communicating via YouTube chat right now. It is so great. Okay. But yeah, tell me about it though, via email. We can go into have fun little chat. Get back
value
to it.
and character name. So Python
We're actually gonna go back like 20 seconds.
is doing is when Xing out there once was a man named John. And so what Python is doing is when it executes this line of code, it's coming over here and it's seeing, oh, okay, they want to print out the value inside of character name. So Python's going to go up here, it's going to get the value, and it's going to insert it inside of there. So I can basically do this for every instance of the character name in my file. So I can, I'll just copy this guy right here, and I can just paste it down here where the character's name is. So I'll paste this, and you can see now we're doing exactly the same thing that we did up there. I can also do this for
Technically speaking, that's a very good question. I did not just start with Python. Um, it it's like I learned Python. Sorry, I for those that are trying to watch a tutorial, just give me a second. um, I learned Python a while ago, like really in depth. Learned it. I was really good with it. I loved it. It was so intuitive. It's a lot better than C++. C++ is, oh dude, don't even get me started with it. Um, but yeah, so we are relearning Python. But right now, genuinely, you can quiz me on anything. I wouldn't know it like at all. I know how to do a print statement. That's literally it. But I was doing in-depth robotics, and it's gone. But that was 6 years ago now. So we're just relearning. Yeah. So join the journey. We're going to be having a lot more live streams because we're building a robotic arm, and it runs on Python and C++. But yeah, so we're gonna learn this Python.
now we're paste it down here where the character's name is. So I'll paste this, and you can see now we're doing exactly the same thing that we did up there. I can also do this for the character's age. So I'm going to come down here and I'll paste in what we just pasted in. And I'm going to change this. Instead of character name, we'll change it to character age. And I'm going to do this in one more spot. So we're going to do this over here where we're mentioning the age. And again,
So earlier when he was saying you don't want to have to manually change it, right? You don't want to have to manually change like the variables, or like in every single section, I can see why now if you just change this number, right, the character age, that variable, then it changes it for everything else. Like it that okay, we got it. We are chilling. I started 2 weeks back, just finished up till without control statements and increment statements. way long, way too long ago. Dude, that's great, man. That is really great. A whole 2 weeks back. Hey, yeah, we're starting there too. Uh,
in one more spot. So we're going to do this over.
I'm curious, right? This guy is saying that you have to do this plus symbol. Why though? Like I don't like that. I don't really like that you have to do this. What happens if I do this? Right? I think it's not flag. Let's look at this real quick, right? Um, oh, so you don't have to do that plus. I guess it just makes it look neater. Oh, okay, so you don't have to do that. But then what if I were to do this? Is that just like unetiquette code? Still works perfectly fine. Okay. All those spaces were kind of for nothing. But then the question is, what if I wanted to end it? Like, what if I didn't want this period right here? You guys see this period, this little period? What if I didn't want that? So now the variable is the very end of this print statement. So what are we going to do? Does that work? No. What about this? Oh, tell me that works first. Tell me that works. Oh, it worked. There we go. So you just don't add the plus. But if I want to add something afterwards, plus, bam, poo poo. Wait, is there a space? No, there's no space. So we're going to have to add a space right there. Bam. The bird's level of intelligence was 0 poo poo. Wonderful. Okay. That's so awesome. That's so awesome. Okay. Sure. But then what if it's a Boolean, right? Or not Boolean, integer. Oh, dude, we're gonna get into that later. I need to slow my roll. We are gonna get into that later. I do not need a. Okay. Replace comma with first plus and another after intelligence. Replace comma. Let's see comma though. Where am I seeing a comma? Comma with first plus. Oh, maybe you're saying replace the first plus with a comma. Oh, would that work too? Yeah, wait, maybe. Yeah. And nothing after. Oh, nothing after. Oh. So what if we're to do that? And then bam. Dude, that actually might have worked. Let's try printing that out, right? Oh, we are running. Maybe we have to do a plus right here. Because this just works perfectly fine. Oh wait, let's run this. No problems. What's wrong with you? Why is this red? Let's run it. Perfect. Okay, so that's good. But then what if we're to do it a comma, right? Oh, look at that. Look at that. Perfect. Oh, dude, you totally got that. No second comma. Yeah, you totally got that, bro. Look at that. So just the first comma. Okay, so like you could totally do okay. So we're gonna go right here, right? We're gonna go uh poo poo equals um God. Okay, let's do poo poo equals uh what's up what? Poo poo equals me. Jesus, that took so long. We're gonna go right here. Okay. He flew over a tall green. No, we're gonna go me equals poo poo. Oh wait, no, poo poo poo. Oh, and then we're gonna go comma, right? Wait, so no, we're gonna need to first do this, right? Comma, because that works. Me, bam, right? Would that work? Let's see. We have some errors. Let's try this real quick. Okay. So we're gonna look at this. So me equals poo poo. Okay, we're gonna go bam bam. Why is this not right? Maybe I need another comma. He likes that, but I don't know why. Oh, I see, I see, I see. Okay, let's try this. So we got he flew. We're gonna get rid of all this cluttering stuff up right now. I don't like it. All right, right now. All right, so we got bird's level intelligence. It's a string. We'll like it to be something else, but string works. 0. Me equals poo poo. So he flew over the tall green, hopefully poo poo, and a quiet pond. And then the bottom thing should hopefully work too. Let's try this out. Cinema. Cinema, ladies and gentlemen. Cinema. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why India is the capital of awesomeness because they have random people at noon that tune into live streams and teach you how to program. Thank you, homie. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Oh, that's great. That's so great. Okay, let's get back to it. Let's get back to it. All right, select any line and press Control plus to make the lines as comments. Oh yeah, okay. Select any line. Oh, press Control. Okay, okay. Let's try that. And that's where you do like a double line. No, that's a comment is where you hashtag it, or is that no C++ is where you do this. C++ you have to do this, and then you can do stuff like that. At least I think that's C++. What is it a hashtag? Let's try this. So we're going to select it. Control. Oh, look at that. It is a hashtag. Okay, that's good to know. So we could have done this. Oh, what we're going to do is we're going to select. So, oh, we can't do that. Okay, we're going to select. Bam. Select. Bam. Whoever you are from the other side of the planet, I appreciate you. Thank you. You were teaching me. You were relearning me how to program. And a line to make a comment. Shortcut is okay. Yeah, I see the shortcut. Are the shortcuts different for each IDE though? You know what I mean? Um, or are they universal? I feel like they differ, but maybe it's just so common that it's yeah. Select the lines. Yeah. Okay. Nice. Wonderful. Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to the course material.
Here where we're mentioning the age, and again, I'll just change this to character age.
Maybe because this was 7 years ago, right? That's 7 years ago. I feel like you would teach someone how to do it with a comma. but he's doing maybe this version of Python that he's on is like old. You know what I mean? Maybe I don't know. I'm speculating. Who fucking knows? Okay, let's go.
And so now when I run this program, it's going to print out the same story that we were.
Yeah, let's try it. I can't play the video for more than 2 seconds. All right. He flew over the tall green poo-poo in a quiet pond, and the bird's level of intelligence was 0. There's one too many. Oh, oh, wait a second. Still does work. Yeah, it does still indeed work. Yeah. Um, okay, you see this, right? This right here, it was before it was like this, and there's 2 commas. Look at, or there's 2 spaces. Boom, boom. There's a space, there's an extra space right here. See that? There's only one right here. So if we have 0, no spaces right here, and we run this, is it going to leave a space? There's still a space right there. Why? I feel like it would be right up butting edge with the thing. Let's try this. Maybe I guess that doesn't really matter. Okay. So with the plus, it just adds it however it is. What if we were to do this? A space right there. Doesn't affect it. What if we were to do right here? Doesn't affect it. And then let's say we were to do a comma. It adds the space. Maybe the commas are like string specific, like for this very specific situation, where you can just put everything like this instead of having to worry about like if there's spaces or whatever. If you had like a really long thing, I don't know. That's strange. That's cool though. So this way, it adds poo poo with an extra thing. So realistically, we don't need any spaces right here, right? Let's go right there. And right here, you see how there's 2 spaces and another 2 spaces. Go right here. Look at that. Only 1 space on each side now. Oh, I did not know that. It's good to know. Huh. All right. Let's get back to the course material.
Printing out before, but now I don't actually have to type in the character's name and the character's age. I can just refer to this
Yeah.
variable. And the cool thing about variables is if I wanted to change the character's
Real quick. I have a goal of 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That is a very short amount of time. Very short amount of time. If you like programming or creating stuff in general, I'm going to be doing a lot of that. And it'd be awesome if you subscribed. So I know I hate asking for stuff like that. This feels really gross, but it would mean a lot to me if you would subscribe. There's a few people watching right now. It would mean the world to me if you guys subscribed. Some of you already know or have, but sorry, I have to ask. I would greatly appreciate it though. 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. If we don't reach it, it's the end of the world. So make sure it's not the end of the world. Consider subscribing. All right, let's get back to the serial.
to this, I actually have to type in the character's name and the character's age. I can just refer to this variable. And the cool thing
Let's go. We got a new subscriber, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I appreciate you very much. And we will learn together. We will very much so learn together. Thank you. I appreciate it. It means a lot, truly. I know it's only 1 subscribe, it's only pressing a button, but it does mean a lot to me. It truly does, so thank you. Okay. Let's learn.
thing about variables is if I wanted to change the character's name, now all I have to do is change it up here. So I could change the character's name to like Tom or something. And we could also change their age. So I could change the age to be like 50. And now that's going to automatically update throughout our entire story. So when I click this play button, you'll see now we're using the name Tom, and he's 50 years old. So that's where variables can come in handy, and this can be a really awesome way to control and manage the data that's inside of our programs. With variables, you can also modify their values. So, for example, let's say that halfway through the story I wanted to change the character's name. Well, I can just make some new lines over here, and down here I can actually assign a new value to one of these variables. So I could say like character underscore name, and in order to give it a different value, all I have to do is just say equals, and we'll give it a different value. So let's say halfway through the story we want to change the character's name to Mike. Well, now when I run on my program, you'll see here in the first part of the story it says there once was a man.
There once was a man named Tom. He was 6 years old. He really liked the name Mike. It changed. So if we do this, wait, hold up.
Name program.
So halfway through the print statement, not just this, but the print statement. Okay. So let's do poo poo. Anyway, so we're gonna do halfway through. We're gonna go me equals p p p p. Oh, we need to go like that. Let's p p. Wonderful. Okay. So what we have here is we have up here the variable me equals poo poo, but halfway through it equals pp. Oh, we're gonna have to change something. We're gonna have to add something, right? The birds. We're gonna go bam, comma, bam, me, bam. Nope, we need that to be right there, comma, bam, comma, bam. That should work, right? Okay. So now, right now, as it reads, or before it was, he flew over the great wall of poo poo and the quiet pond and yeah, blah blah. And the bird's level of intelligence was 0. Now it should be the bird's PP level of intelligence. I just said that way too loud. There's people that can definitely hear me. Okay, whatever. I love it. Okay. So the variable can change throughout the script. So it can be poo poo here, but down here, since it goes from top to bottom, down here it can change to poo poo or PP. And then all of a sudden, bam, it's gonna print it out. Bam, look at that. So order matters is what we are learning. Order matters. And it can change.
You'll see here in the first part of the story it says there once was a man named Tom, and in the second part of the story it's referring to the name as Mike. So I actually updated the variable inside of my program over here. And that's a really awesome way. You know, a lot of times in these programs you're going to want to be modifying the values of variables, and so you can do it just like that. And so finally, I want to talk to you guys about the different types of data that we can store inside of these variables. So over here,
Here's the important thing that I was trying to figure out. Okay.
so you can do it just like that.
Well, I need to see real quick something. I'm gonna check like this. Damn, homie, you had 120 freaking things? That's crazy. That is wild. 120 views. That's not bad. Average viewer thing. It could be better, but I'm not complaining at all. We're gonna go like this. Go back to here. Bam.
So finally, I want to talk to you guys about the different types of data that
This is important.
we can store inside of these variables. So over here, I have the character name and the character age. And I'm actually storing what are called strings. So a string is basically just plain text, right? So the name Tom, that's just plain text. Down here, these guys are strings as well. So there's a data type in Python called a string, and it's just basically going to store plain text. So, you know, any text that you would have like in a story or, you know, someone's name, you can store inside of a string. There's also another type of data that we can store inside of Python, which is numbers. So in addition to storing text, we can also store numbers. So if I wanted to store a number, for example, let's say we wanted to store the character age instead of inside of a string, we could store it inside of a number. So I could just type out 50. And when we're storing a number, we don't need these quotation marks. You only need that quotation mark when you're storing a string. So if I wanted to store a number, I can just write it out like this. And in addition to using whole numbers, I could also use decimal numbers. So I could say like 50.5678213. And Python's going to be able to store that number as well. So you can store all different types of numbers. And we can also store what's called a Boolean value. And a Boolean value is essentially a true or a false value. And there's a lot of instances in programming where we're going to want to represent true or false data. For example, I could have a variable called like is male, and this would tell me whether or not someone was a male. And in my case, it would be true because I'm a guy, right? So I can, actually this needs to be capital. So I could store a value of either true or false. And actually, if we were naming this in Python, we'd want to use an underscore. So I would say is underscore male, and this can be either true or false. So true or false values is maybe not something that you're used to dealing with like in the real world, but in programming, we're going to be using true or false values all the time. They're super important. So like I said, there's three basic types of data that we can work with in Python. There's strings, which is just like plain text. Numbers, which would be like either decimal numbers or whole numbers like.
Okay, I'm gonna really pay attention to this next. I need to rewind it. I need to really pay attention to this little bit.
Three basic types of data that we can work
Actually,
with in Python. There's strings, which is just like plain text. Numbers, which would be like either decimal numbers or whole numbers like this. And there's
I thought that's what a Boolean was. No, a Boolean is 1 or 0.
true or false
Right?
values. And these are the basic types of data. And there's true or false values. And these are the basic types of data. I mean, there's a bunch of other types of data that we can use, but I would say 99% of the time as a new user and a new programmer to Python, you're just going to be dealing with these three types of data. So
Oh, Boolean. No, Boolean is true or false. Yeah, so like 1 or 0. Okay. So if like I had an if statement and it returned 0, that 0 can be stored as a Boolean, which is true or false. True or false can be just 1, 0, or right? I would assume so. Okay, no, that makes sense. Totally makes sense.
So those are the basics of the data, and also with variables, and you're going to be using variables all the time in Python, so you definitely want to practice up and get comfortable using them.
Working with strings. Didn't we just do that up here? No, there's probably more gonna learn. Okay. Dude, it's crazy. Like it's actually insane that I'm like this brain numbed from not like, dude, I used to know how to program so well. This is kind of sad. Like I genuinely over the past 6 years have forgotten like everything. It's crazy. All right.
In this tutorial, I want to talk to you guys about working with strings in Python. Now, one of the most common types of data that we're going to be working with in Python is going to be strings. And strings are basically just plain text. So any text that we want to have inside of our program, we can store inside of a string. So I want to talk to you guys about all the cool things we can do with strings, and we're basically just going to get a full introduction into why strings are awesome. So over here, I'm just going to actually print out a string. So I'm just going to say print, and inside of these parentheses, I can type out a string. In order to create a string, I need to use quotation marks. So I can make an open and close quotation marks just like that.
But what if Oh, sure, yeah, okay.
Now inside of the quotation mark, I can put whatever text I want the string to have. So we could say like Draft Academy. And so now we have a string with the text Draft Academy inside of it. So if I run my program, now down here we're going to print out Draft Academy, as you can see. And when we have these strings, there's actually a bunch of cool things that we can do with them. So one thing I could do would be to create a new line inside of the string. So if I wanted, I could come over here.
It was /n. I think I remember. /n.
And
Well, let's see if I remember this. Okay. So right now, what this is going to print out, if we run this program, I'm actually going to remove these comments so it's a little bit more pleasing to the retinas. And we're going to go like that. Oh, what just happened? Okay. So I think the bird's bird PP level, let's do, was it forward or backward slash? Nope. It's the other one. All right, so the bird's level, and then now it should, instead of it being the bird's level, I need to do an of. There was never an of right there. Okay, so now instead of the bird's level of intelligence all in this one line, it's going to be the bird's PP level of intelligence, and it's going to cut it in half. I think that's how you do it. Bam! Look at that. We can actually get rid of all that, I think. Look at that. Money. Actually, we could technically, because it's bam, right? Yeah, bird's level of intelligence is your perfect. I think that's what this guy's going
I
to
can
talk about.
say \n, and you can see it got highlighted in a different color. And what this is going to do is it's actually going to insert a new line into the string. So now it's going to say.
That's crazy that I remember that. Dude, that was that was 6 years old. That was like that was stored in my brain for the past 6 years, and it just like bubbled up to the surface in this very moment. That's crazy that is in there.
Draft on one line and
Slowly.
Academy on another line. So I'm going to click play, and you'll see down here we just get Draft Academy. In addition to the \n, I could also use a / quotation mark. So if I wanted to put a quotation mark inside of my string, I can't just put a quotation mark like that, because Python's going to think that I'm trying to end this string. So if I want to include a quotation mark, I can just use this special / character, and that's called the escape character, and it basically just tells Python that whatever character comes after it, we want to render literally. So when I say / quotation mark, it basically means like, hey Python, I want to print out a quotation mark. And so now we'll be able to print out a quotation mark right there.
To render it literally. Okay, so what's something that, wait, can I do a number? No, that does a, what's something that, oh wait, so number of, so \n, oh, other way, and then let's go into here. So if it's to render it literally, then ban, no, it doesn't work. Oh wait, no, then let's do, yeah, no, that'll just print that. Or no, let's say it's okay, because I'm not calling for any of that. What? Oh, because this, okay, I was trying to find something that would get this string to throw off. It's in a string thing, so I could do all of these numbers. It's not going to care because it already knows. Wait, it already knows that it's a string. So the only thing that would escape this, that would screw with it, is this. This is bad. \, totally makes sense. And then this will be rendered literally. His statement is making sense now.
I can also use this to print out a
No, you have a great day. You have an amazing day. Okay? Cookie cookie strip. You have a great day. Hey, and if you'd like to help, consider subscribing. before you head out. But you have an amazing day. Thank you for joining us in this amazing, the educational, not too entertaining, but very educational live stream. Thank you. You have an amazing rest of your day. Thank you for stopping by. All right.
Backslash. So if I needed to print out a backslash, I could say backslash, and it'll just print out a normal backslash now.
That totally makes sense. Okay.
So you can see just like
Wait,
that. So if you
you guys
want,
can
you
hear
can
me?
use
Yeah.
that
Okay, good.
backslash to make
Thank
new
God.
lines or print out quotation.
Dude, if you guys couldn't hear me, that would have been so sucky. I've had that happen. Oh my God, dude, I've had that happen. That sucks, dude.
Marks, or you
Okay.
can just use it as a normal backslash. In addition to just typing out a string here, I could also create a string variable. So I could come down up here and we can create a variable and we'll just call it phrase, and I'm going to set it equal to Draft Academy. So I can store this string value inside of a variable called phrase, and then when I want to print out that variable or I want to access that string variable, I can just type the name of the variable, and you'll see that it's going to print out the value that was stored inside of it. I can also use something called concatenation, and
Concatenation.
inside of it. I can also use something called
Concatenation. Concatenation.
concatenation. And concatenation is basically the process of taking a string and appending another string onto it. So I could come over here and I could say phrase, and I could say plus, and now I can add in another string. So I could say like is cool. And now this is going to say, I could come over here and process of taking a string and appending another string onto it. So I could come over here and I could say phrase, and I could say plus, and now I can add in another string. So I could say like is cool. And now this is going to say Draft Academy is cool. So I'm basically appending another string onto another one. They call that concatenation. And so in addition to doing all that stuff, we can also use special things called functions. And a function is basically just a little block of code that we can run, and it'll perform a specific operation for us. And so we can use functions to modify our string.
Well, we're gonna see the stream's health or whatever the hell that means. Yeah, we're not looking too hot at 2, but that's not bad. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. That's what I'm talking about. All right.
And we can also use functions to get information about our strings. String specific operation for us. And so we can use functions to modify our strings, and we can also use functions to get information about our strings. So I'm going to show you guys a couple common functions we can use with these strings, and they're actually going to do awesome stuff. So in order to access one of these functions, I can just say phrase, and then I can say dot. And I'm going to show you guys a function that we can use to convert this string entirely into lowercase. So I could just say phrase.lower, and then I'm going to want to type in open and close parentheses. And this will take this phrase, it'll take my string, and it'll convert it to lowercase. So you can see now we just have...
Okay. Phrase dot lower. Why did he add those 2 little brackets though? You see that? That looks a little weird, doesn't it?
To convert this string entirely.
Okay, we have capitalization, center, somewhere. Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Entirely into lowercase. So I could just say phrase.lower, and then I'm going to want to type in open and close parentheses.
What if? It has to be. It has to be a variable. Okay, so we're gonna. How do you do it? 1 second. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we are going to make everything uppercase. So he did phrase. Oh, but it has to. Okay, so it has to be a variable, right? This. So I can do this. So meet print me dot upper. I'd have to do this for some reason. I would not know why. But let's try this. Now it should be and the birds capital poo poo level. Would you look at that, ladies and gentlemen? Would you look at that? It's crazy. I used to know how to do this, but like now I'm so brain numbed. Okay.
And this will take this
Okay.
phrase, it'll take my string, and it'll convert it to lowercase. So you can see now we just have Giraffe Academy down here, but it's entirely in lowercase. I could also do the same thing for uppercase. So I could say phrase.upper, and this will convert the entire string into uppercase. You can see now it's entirely uppercase. So in addition to converting the string into uppercase and lowercase, I could also check to see if a string is entirely uppercase or entirely lowercase.
Okay.
So for example, I could say phrase.isUpper, and this is going to give me back a true or a false value.
Ah.
So it's going to be true if the string is entirely uppercase, or false if it's not.
Oh wait, so this should, oh, I just saw it. I was gonna say, false, yeah. So because all this is, it'd have to apply to every single character, I'm assuming, inside of the string. The dot is upper thing.
And you
Okay,
can see here
sure.
we're getting a false value because this isn't
Okay,
uppercase.
so like this. Wait a second. So he printed it. Oh wait, no, no, no. Me dot is upper. Okay, so now this should just, because this doesn't count towards this variable, right? So this right here, because it's contained within this string, this print statement, I would assume whenever we do print me dot is upper, it should print false because this right here, the actual variable is lowercase. So I'm hoping that we get a false statement at the very end of everything. Oh, hold up. Let's run it. False. Wonderful. Even though this right here, this me dot is upper statement is it's upper, it's uppercase. This is contained, I'm assuming, within this. I'm spitting out of my ass. I don't know. I don't know, but I am assuming that that is that way because it's that way.
I can also use these functions in
Homie, it was a pleasure having you. It was a pleasure having you. You have an amazing rest of your day. In India, the other side of the planet. So thank you, homie. I appreciate you. Thank you for teaching me. Thank you for teaching me. You have a good one, man. And thank you for subscribing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, back to the course material.
combination case, or false if it's not. And you can see here we're getting a false value because this isn't uppercase. I can also use these functions in combination with each other. So for example, I could say phrase dot upper and then a parentheses, and then after this I could say dot is upper. And now
Fuck, I need to get back to work.
what it's going to do is it's going to run this upper function, it's going to convert it into uppercase, and then it's going to run this is upper function right after that, and you'll see now
Ah, see, if I just watched the video for 2 seconds longer, that whole rant would have been avoided.
We're going to get a true value back because it will have converted the whole thing into uppercase. So you can see now we're getting a true value. So you can use these functions one after another. It can be really useful. And there's a few other ones that I want to show you. So we can also figure out the length of this string. So if I wanted to figure out how many characters were inside of this string, I could just say len, and I'm actually going to make an open parentheses, and I'm going to make a close parentheses. So I'm essentially saying len, and this is another function. It's the length function. And inside of this len function, I'm actually passing this phrase variable.
What? Sorry,
I
we're
wanted
gonna
to figure
rewind
out
that.
how many characters were inside of this
Oh,
string. I could just say len, and I'm actually going to make an open parentheses, and I'm going to make a close parentheses. So I'm essentially
let's see this. 7 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is indeed correct.
saying len, and this is another function. It's the length function. And inside of this len function, I'm actually passing this.
Oh shit, I might have just restarted the stream. Oh, here we are. Maybe? Are we still live? Hold up, let's check OBS. Dude, I just haha. We're chilling. Okay. Yo. Yo, dumb guy codes. We are just homie left just a second ago, and we are learning about we're only 33 minutes into this. Holy shit, that's crazy. Fuck. I actually need to get back to work. That is what that's what's happening. I actually probably need to get back to work. Oh,
Phrase
yeah, I probably could. Where are we at inside of this video?
variable. I'm basically
Okay, we're inside of the strings. Okay, you know what? That's what we're gonna do. You know what we're gonna do? Man, we're gonna do like that. Okay, you know what? I'm thinking we are gonna end stream because uh I do have to go back to work. Um, right now I get paid a handsome salary of I don't know because I do not know. 10K? No, I do not. I do not get 10K. I wish I did, dude. I mean, maybe after forever, but I get I get paid. You know, I'm not complaining. I should say that. I'm not complaining. I'm I'm getting paid to code right now. So, whatever I'm getting paid, it's great. Yeah. 100 grand. Yeah, I definitely don't get 100 grand a year. That'd be great, but I definitely don't. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am sure there's only one person here, but that one person, I appreciate you. We are going to end this stream now. We are going to pick this up probably tomorrow, hopefully, sometime in the morning. So likely when India is on the other side. Definitely not 200K, homie. Definitely not. We're gonna pick up the stream again. Uh, 12 hours from now, about no, a little like 10 hours from now. We're gonna pick up the stream 10 hours from now. So if you haven't, please consider subscribing. I'm sure there's only one homie here, and you already did subscribe. I already know you did. Let's see. How do I do this? Bam. Oh, we do. We have 2 people here. Well, for the 2 people that are here right now, I appreciate you guys very much. How do I do this? Why is this happening? There you go. Definitely not 300K. But yeah, so we're gonna end because I do have to get back to my job. Um, but it was a pleasure to those who have watched. If you haven't, please consider subscribing. It'd mean the world to me. 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That'd be awesome. It'd be a long shot, but it'd be awesome. So thank you guys. The learning and education shall continue tomorrow. You guys have an amazing rest of your day. Ah.